just imagine them all sitting around a table talking about these movies, saying, how can we get Hulk back to a crazier state so that he just tears stuff up during Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? Why
I
don't
don't know. You guys can let me know what you think down in the comment section, but I feel like I prefer smart Hulk compared to, Savage Hulk. That might be like a, a pretty weird take, but that's just
we
me.
just
But
use?
welcome back to SamaReacts. Man, it has to be a busy day in the Marvel Studios office because trailers are leaking back and forth, man. It's crazy. I wonder what kind of stress Kevin Feige must have been going through for the past 48 hours, bro. It must be crazy. But anyway, I'm expecting more trailers to leak, if I'm being honest. Marvel should just put their stuff online at this point because we've pretty much already seen most of the stuff that we were not supposed to see until they let us see it. So I'm not even gonna waste too much time. Let's just get into the reaction.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. There's a Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer that's been circulating around the past couple of days. I waited a while to do a video for it just to see if it was real or if it was taken down by Sony, but because it seems like they're going after the copies of it online the same.
Yeah, the DMC strikes have been going out like crazy. I haven't seen the trailer yet because of the quality that it's in. If I am going to see the trailer, I'd rather wait for better quality or anything like
And
that.
with Marvel is going after the Avengers Doomsday Captain America trailers that also made it out, then it makes it seem like the Spider-Man trailer is also authentic. So we will break it down. There's a whole lot going on during the footage with Hulk, Spider-Man, Sadie Sink's mystery character, the Punisher. So if you're brand new to the channel, of course I will do all the videos that they do wind up releasing for it, the official ones and the ones that seemingly have been leaking online like crazy. Marvel and Sony had a whole bunch of leaked trailers the last couple of days. There's even another Avengers Doomsday trailer that supposedly just leaked about Thor's character. I'll probably do a video for that next too. All the Spider-Man footage
This video is already up and we're going to be reacting to that soon, so come on now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that noti bell.
is definitely giving vibes of that first leaked Spider-Man No Way Home trailer that was a cam rip of someone filming the trailer on another screen on their phone. I've seen a couple versions of the trailer, audio only, and then some video only, and then some that combine the audio and the video, but they all seem like they're from the same video that people are posting online. Just starting at the beginning of the footage and working our way through shot by shot, talking about Easter eggs and WTF moments. It starts with Tom Holland's Peter Parker Spider-Man saying, "My name is Peter Parker, you don't remember me, but we knew each other, something bad is going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. I'm not just Peter Parker, I'm Spider-Man."
Is he talking to MJ?
Sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hardest part, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. Sadie Sink's character says, "You're a mess, Spider-Man. Don't get in my way, otherwise it won't just be your friends who don't remember who Peter Parker is." Then there's another character that people think is Tombstone saying, "Spiders have 3 life cycles, and between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats. Those spiders that survive," and then the voiceover trails off. Then there's a different scene of Spider-Man saying, "Trust me, Banner, I need your help," talking about Hulk-related stuff. He also calls him Professor, supposedly during this audio. The audio is a little too potato quality to actually make out what Banner is saying back to Spider-Man. Tombstone's voiceover continues then from the earlier conversation, goes through a kind of rebirth. As in, those spiders that survive go through a kind of rebirth. So I think the idea is that Daniel Destin Cretton, the guy who directed Shang-Chi, he was going to direct Avengers 5 when it was still Kang Dynasty. So Marvel thinks of him as a really, really big director, really good director. A lot of people feel like he's using Spider-Man Brand New Day as sort of a Thor Ragnarok for the Spider-Man franchise, the same way that Taika Waititi did with Thor Ragnarok to the previous Thor movies. Not a total reboot, but like a soft reset on the creative behind the movies themselves.
It feels different this time, somehow.
Tom Holland, Amy Pascal, Kevin Feige, like the people up at the top, like the really...
I cannot get enough of this suit, bro. Why does this suit look so clean?
Really big people working on the movie is that they also view it as a sort of beginning of a new era of Spider-Man just in general. And speaking of creative resets that people have been asking for, I think that Daniel Destin Cretton is also using this movie as a creative reset for the Hulk character just in general, the Banner version of Hulk that people have been wanting to happen for a while now, going back more towards a comic book accurate Savage version of Hulk. I don't know how much actual Hulk is supposed to be in the movie, but I think we're all on the same page that Marvel is mostly doing this to get Hulk ready for Avengers Doomsday in Secret Wars. You just do imagine them all sitting around a table talking about these movies, saying, how can we get Hulk back to a crazier state so that he just tears stuff up during Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars? Why
I
don't
don't know. You guys can let me know what you think down in the comment section, but I feel like I prefer smart Hulk compared to, Savage Hulk. That might be like a a pretty weird take, but that's just
we
me
just
though.
use Spider-Man Brand New Day? Kevin Feige also said some of the reasons for putting Hulk in this movie is that they can do some of the seminal Spider-Man and Hulk and Spider-Man and Punisher and Hulk moments from the comics that they previously have not been able to do. Then there's another scene of Spider-Man and the Punisher with Spider-Man saying, "What are you doing here?" surprised to see him, and the Punisher saying, "Saving your ass, can't you see?" Even though the shots are so low quality potato looking, you can see the swinging shots are unfinished VFX. It's very similar to the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer that leaked out early on before the official one dropped with the unfinished VFX. There were so many jokes about that. Even John Watts, the director of the movie, made a big joke saying this is the way that Spider-Man was meant to be viewed. A low quality cam rip of a trailer that somebody filmed on their iPhone on another screen and then uploaded in low quality. So it looks like a leak of a leak of a leak, then uploaded. Some people think you can see a cocoon in this footage with organic webbing. That might have something to do with the Shattrath Sadie Sink rumors, but some people also think that that's meant to be a false leak that Sony and Marvel put out themselves to misdirect people about who she's really playing, and she's actually playing a mutant-based character.
Surprise, bitch. I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me.
We will see about that because Shattrath just seems like a really weird pull from the comics, and it feels like Marvel and Sony would go for somebody a little more recognizable. Travis
I don't
Tillman is
even
also
know what that
supposedly
is.
playing the new head of damage control during the movie, and they're supposed to be chasing a rogue mutant who is Sadie Sink's character, which is why most people think that she's playing a mutant-based character, and the Punisher is protecting her, which places him on Spider-Man and the Hulk's radar. And based on the trailer footage, it does seem like a more comic book accurate version of the Hand is part of the movie too, being orchestrated by the villain. If you remember, this isn't the first time that Marvel has used the live action version of the Hand. They were featured heavily during Daredevil Season 2 when it was on Netflix, and then during the Defender series. Mark Ruffalo recently just did a completely separate interview about a solo Hulk movie, claiming that he thinks that the deal with Universal to actually get the rights back to Marvel so they can actually do a Hulk movie will never happen.
I don't know. Even if we were to get to eventually get a solo Hulk movie, I feel like Mark Ruffalo would be too old to come back to play the Hulk during that time. Maybe after Secret Wars when Marvel does their whole soft reboot, and then when they're recasting like the major cast of characters, maybe we'll get to see a new Hulk. That's the only way I see like this Hulk deal, playing out and going down. Otherwise, I highly doubt we'll get to see a solo Hulk movie with Mark Ruffalo anytime soon.
Love to have a solo Hulk movie. I mean, I don't know if you know the whole story of that, but it's not really owned by Marvel. It's a Universal property. We keep talking about it, what it would be, but I'd love one, and I do think the audiences would be into it if we could crack the nut of it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The whole reason why Marvel Studios and Disney haven't released a solo Hulk movie since The Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton is because Universal still holds the distribution rights to a solo Hulk movie, and Disney can't release one without giving them a large portion of the profits and portion of control over the movie, which they don't want to do, like Kevin Feige doesn't want to do. Based on the way it sounds like it, their contract for that is actually pretty ironclad, like it's not going to expire anytime soon. So the only way for Disney Marvel Studios to be able to do a solo Hulk movie is if they are able to negotiate the rights back, which it sounds like Universal is not willing to do because they think that the Hulk movies could still be so profitable, they're not willing to let those rights go up. Thus, they have been at an impasse since the Incredible Hulk movie happened. Originally, there was supposed to be an Incredible Hulk trilogy until they pivoted to Mark Ruffalo, and then Disney decided that it didn't want to make movies with Universal anymore. Like, no, we want to do our own thing. We don't want to actually have to partner up with some other studio who has too much control over the movie. This is why they've tried to do Hulk movies just broken up into chunks in other big Avengers movies and other people's movies, like Thor Ragnarok, for example. They can do Hulk movies just as long as they don't put Hulk in the title and he isn't like the only major character. The reason why they were able to do the She-Hulk series is because the way the rights situation is worded, they're able to do Hulk TV shows, but that isn't very profitable for them because it's so expensive to do Hulk effects in general, not just She-Hulk effects, but also Hulk effects or anything like that. Big motion capture scenes all the time they're on screen. So if you wonder why Marvel hasn't done a World War Hulk movie at this point yet, Hulk is one of the most popular characters internationally, especially with younger audiences, so they do really want to do a Hulk solo movie, but just because of this rights situation, it's drug on forever, and it sounds like it will just continue dragging on. I will do more Hulk-related videos if we get more information about them getting rights back or anything like that, but don't hold your breath on that. Like, it's probably going to be a couple years before we
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath on that.
actually hear any development on that front. Probably the only thing that Disney could do is just write a really big check to Universal to get it back, and apparently the checks they've been trying to write to them have not been big enough yet. We haven't talked a lot about the other side villains that are supposed to be in the movie, like a version of Boomerang is supposed to be in the film, Tombstone's supposed to be in the film. Like I said, I think he's being played by Marvin Jones III. We know that he's in the movie. Most people believe that he
Generational casting, generational Tombstone casting.
is playing Tombstone just because it seems like it's too perfect of a character for him to play. He's done a bunch of other stuff, but most of you probably remember him from Black Lightning as the
Yeah.
Krondon character. Just imagine his Tombstone going up against Spider-Man in the movie.
That's a corny ass line too, but it's effective.
One of the reasons why there's been so many reported different villains in the movie is I believe they're going to be doing a montage at the beginning of the film to explain what he's been doing as Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, since
I don't know. I don't really fuck with the montage idea, because they did the same thing at the beginning of the Fantastic Four movie, and I'd rather you just like take us through instead of like a montage or just like a clip show of him fighting different villains and stuff like that. I don't know. I just genuinely don't like giving us the fans like a glimpse of stuff we would have gotten to see.
the end
Maybe
of
it's just me,
Spider-Man
though.
No Way Home. Sony did a version of this for Miles Morales' Spider-Man character at the beginning of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, where it just showed all the different villains that he'd been fighting in his universe over the past couple of years since the events of the last Spider-Verse movie. Right around the same time this trailer leaked, the official Spider-Man movie Japanese account also tweeted out this message saying, "To everyone who has done or liked future posts from this official X account of the movie Spider-Man series, we will deliver individual news replies to you until the release of Spider-Man Brand New Day. If you wish to stop, post, Spider Sense off with this little hashtag." So they issued a similar statement before the first official trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home was released by the accounts, the official accounts back in the day. So people are taking this to mean that Sony is going to officially be releasing some Spider-Man Brand New Day, either trailers, teasers, some kind of poster, something official that they'll release for the movie before the end of the year. Everybody post all your reactions in the comments below, and if there's any Easter eggs or references that you were able to spot in the very potato quality footage, pat your
Oh, I guess that's Charlie's video. I don't really think there's anything else in the trailer that he's going to talk about. But yeah, I think we're expecting the next Doomsday trailer to leak. At least I am. I know Kevin's not gonna be too happy about that, but hey Kevin. Hey, there's nothing I can do about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. I'll see you guys in the next one.